Hello students, this is Sujatag coming with class 10 ncert SSC Math with Sujatag. Now let us see the topic 2, methods of solving quadratic equation. So here there are the three methods of solving the quadratic equations. So first method is factorization method, second is completing the square method, and third one is the formula method. So now let us see the first one method, that is factorization method. So first, to clear out this factorization method, we have to solve the quadratic equation by factorization method. So there are some example, students. So first example is n square minus 14n plus 13 is equal to 0. So now here in the factorization method, what is the basic subject is that there is the quadratic equation, and in that quadratic equation, so see the coefficient of first term, coefficient of n square, and the constant, okay, coefficient of n square, that is 1, and the constant. Do the product of these two, it will be 13, okay, it will be positive 13. So we want to search out such a two numbers having the product positive 13, and the addition or subtraction should be the coefficient of m. Addition or subtraction should be the coefficient of m, and that is the minus 14. So which are these two numbers fulfill these two conditions? That is the find out two such numbers having the product positive 13 and addition or subtraction would be minus 14. So that number will be 13 and 40, 13 and 1. Okay, but what about their sign? Okay, so here positive or negative will be minus 14. So minus 13 minus 1. Addition or subtraction would be minus 14. So minus 13 minus 1, that will be minus 14. Okay. First condition fulfilled by these two numbers. Now what about the second number? The minus 13 multiplied minus 1, that means positive 13. Okay, so now at the same time, these two numbers fulfill our two conditions. So these numbers are perfect. So we write these numbers in the middle of the first one number, first one term, and the second one term, last one. See students here, write down the first term as it is and the last term, that is the constant, as it is. Do not change here. Okay, and in between then write these two numbers with their variable. So minus 30m minus 1m. So I write here minus 30m minus 1. So our first step will be m square minus 13m minus 1m plus 13 is equal to 0. Okay. Now here common in between. Now make the two group of the first two terms and the second group for the third and fourth term. So here common from the first and second term will be m in the bracket m minus 13 minus common in between the third and the fourth term is 1. So in the bracket n minus 13. So here n minus 13, n minus 13, the same bracket here. So write down for that same bracket as only one bracket, n minus 13, and the remaining in the bracket, the remaining terms will be in the bracket, that is n minus 1 in the separate bracket, which is equal to 0. So m minus 13 is equal to 0 and m is equal to 13, or we say the second bracket m minus 1 is equal to 0. That means m is equal to 1. So 13 and 1 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, so this is the factorization method. You have to find out that the two numbers that will be fulfill the product and the addition and subtracting condition. Okay, students? Now let us see the second example. Second example is 3x square minus x minus 10 is equal to 0. So 3x square, here now see students, carefully see. Okay, the first term is 3x square, coefficient is 3. Okay, coefficient is 3. Constant is minus 10. Okay, so 3 multiply minus 10. So that means the answer is minus 30. And here the middle term is minus x. That means the coefficient is minus 1. So we have to find out such two numbers having the product minus 30 and addition or subtraction would be minus 1 here. So which are these two numbers? These two numbers are 6 and 5. 6 5s are 30. So now what about their sign? Their sign, the minus 1, addition or subtraction should be minus 1. So take the biggest number as minus sign and the smallest as the positive sign. So minus 6 plus 5, that is equal to 1, and minus 6 multiplied 5, that is equal to minus 30 students. So now here we have the variable x. So our middle terms will be minus 6x and plus 5x. So write down the first term as it is, last term minus 10 as it is, and place these two numbers in between these two. So our first step will be 3x square minus 6x plus 5x minus 10 is equal to 0. Now students, make the two groups, first group for the first two terms and the second group for the third and fourth term. So now here make common, okay? Make the common, that is the common from the first and second term will be 3x. So in the bracket x minus 2, and the common between the third and fourth group is 5. So 5 multiply x minus 2 is equal to 0. So now here students, same bracket x minus 2, okay, come the same terms. So x minus 2 for the in the first bracket and the remaining in the second bracket, that will be 3x plus 5, which is equal to 0. So 3x plus 5 is equal to 0, or we can say second bracket x minus 2 is equal to 0. That means x is equal, here 3x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to minus 5 by 3, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 2. So such a way, minus 5 upon 3 and 2 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Next example, 3y square is equal to 15y. 3y square minus 15y is equal to 0. So here 3y multiply Next example students, 3y square is equal to 15y. So here 3y square minus 15y is equal to 0. So here common is in between these two terms 3y in the bracket y minus 5 is equal to 0. So 3y is equal to 0 or y minus 5 is equal to 0. Student, consider here that 3y means in the bracket. Okay, 3y is in the bracket. So 3y is equal to 0, first bracket is equal to 0 and the second bracket y minus 5 is equal to 0. That means y is equal to 0 or we say y is equal to 5. So very easy, that 0 and 5 are the roots of quadratic equation. Next example students, x square is equal to 3. So make this in a general form of the quadratic equation. So x square minus 3 is equal to 0. So now here x square minus 3. That means we can say that here, we can say that x square minus 3 is equal to 0 and x square of x minus root 3 square of root 3 is equal to square. Okay, this way. 3 is the square of root 3. So here at this form, that is the a square minus b square, the expansion of this is a plus b in the first bracket and a minus b in the second bracket. So on this base, we write here square of x minus square of root 3 is equal to 0. That means in the first bracket we write x plus root 3 and in the second bracket we write x minus root 3 is equal to 0. And then in first bracket, that is the x plus root 3 is equal to 0, or we say x minus root 3, which one is the second bracket, is equal to 0. So here we say x is equal to minus root 3 or x is equal to root 3. So this way we have minus root 3 and root 3 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Next example students, 6 root 3 x square plus 7x is equal to root 3. So now 6 root 3 x square plus 7x minus root 3 is equal to 0, which is the general form or standard form of the quadratic equation. Then we are ready to solve the example by the factorization method. So now here we want the two numbers such that the products of the coefficient of x square and the constant. Okay, so the answer is minus 6 multiplied 3, that means minus 18. Okay, we want the product as minus 18 and the addition or subtraction. Okay, here addition or subtraction would be the middle coefficient of the middle term. So that means the positive 7. So this way we want such a two numbers that having the product minus 18 and addition or subtraction positive 7. So such a numbers will be 9 2s are, and what about their sign, the positive 7, addition or subtraction having the positive. So here biggest number give the positive sign, positive 9 and negative 2. So now product, C product, plus 9 multiply minus 2, that means negative 18, and plus 9 minus 2, that means the positive 7. Okay, so now what about their variable, that is plus 9x and minus 2x. Okay, so write down the first term and the third term as it is. Okay, that is here root 3. Now here place these two numbers in middle of these two. So positive 9x and negative 2x. So this way here make the group of these two, 6 root 3x square plus 9x, and common it 3 root 3x in the bracket 2x plus 3. And the third and fourth term common is 1 and in the bracket 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so the common brackets, there are the common bracket 2x plus 3 same. So write down here, here we say root 3. Here also root 3. Okay, 2x plus root 3. So here we say that 2x plus root 3 is a common. And in the remaining terms, in the second bracket, that will be 3 root 3x minus 1, which is equal to 0. So now here we say the first bracket 2x plus root 3 is equal to 0, or the second bracket 3 root 3 x minus 1 is equal to 0, students. So now here solve this. 2x is equal to minus root 3, x is equal to minus root 3 upon 2, and here 3 root 3 x minus 1 is equal to 0, 3 root 3 x is equal to 1, so x is equal to 1 upon 3 root 3. So here minus root 3 upon 2 and 1 upon 3 root 3 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Students, thank you for watching our videos. Achieve your success with us. I sure that you will get 100% success in maths. So watch our videos continuously, regularly. Like our videos, share our videos to your friends.